Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I will be talking about hard eyes. Alright, so Hard Eyes is a movie that came out on Valentine's Day in America and some other parts of the world, but sadly they skipped the Benelux region and I did not get to experience this movie in a movie theater. That was really incredibly sad for me because I was genuinely looking forward to this movie quite a lot because I do love slashers. I do love these 90s vibe of slashers like a Scream. I genuinely really love Scream for what it did, and I also kind of like the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, even though that one is not nearly as good as the original Scream, but I do love my slashers. I'm a big fan for Friday the 13th, The Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, they all get me. But today we added a new horror icon to that list in the form of Hard Eyes. And yes, even though I did not see this one in the movie theater, I do hope I will get to see its sequel because it's inevitable that one gets a sequel in a big screen experience because I do think that will make the movie even better, as I genuinely really enjoyed Hard Eyes. I think it was a great slasher flick. The vibe of putting it on Halloween, or not on Halloween, on Valentine's Day, for me it's Halloween, like I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't celebrate that date, so I don't know what it is. Alright, but placing it on that date really worked because the things that they can do with the couples, it's just genuinely really funny. When you can see Hard Eyes going absolutely rogue on someone with a fucking Cupid arrow, I fall for that shit. I love that. And that's where the main problem for this movie lies with me. It's just that this movie has not enough characters. It's not usual that I explain or that I have to say something bad about a movie when it has too little characters, but it mainly focuses on these two. And it's a beautiful not couple relationship that they have going on, but there's not a lot of extra characters. It's just mainly these two, which makes sure that you don't have a lot of meat sacks in your movie. And in a slasher film, it's good to have meat sacks. It's good to show who you can kill. It's good to show how you can kill. It's good to show the killer doing the kills, but that's what you come for in a movie like this. And they didn't do that a lot until the third act when they absolutely splatter you around with it, which is an awesome sequence, but I kind of wanted to see a bit more characters and in that sense also a bit more casualties of characters that I started to care about over the course of the movie. That being said, Hard Eyes is incredible to look at. I love his suit, I love his mask especially, I want to cosplay it. I really thought Hard Eyes was nice. I don't really think he is in territory to become a horror icon yet. Again, it's just his first movie. I do think he has quite a unique way of getting to his victims. I mean, it's still very incredibly overdone. Like, we have seen this kind of a villain or a kind of a slasher villain a lot of times. It has a lot of tropes that Scream also has. Just this one has a slightly cooler suit with the glowing hardy eyes. I have no idea. I really like the suit for some reason. And I do genuinely think that this movie is just really fun to watch. The characters, even though there weren't a lot of characters, are all likable. The eventual villains of the movie, the eventual hard eye character, so to say, was a bit of a disappointment for me. I did not think that was the strongest choice they could have made, but I also couldn't see which other choice they would have made because in the movie itself, it doesn't really feel like they are aiming for getting to figure out who it is. It's just something that they saw as a treat for us, but for it to be a real treat as to see who it is, well, there missed something of a caring for that, and that's a caring that we did not really get during the rest of this movie. What made sure that there wasn't really any type of emotional reaction to the eventual reveal of who the Hard Eye Killer was, which was a bit of a bummer because I wanted to care more for this villain, but I do think, what I wanted to say in the first place, that if they decide to make more movies and if they keep being as self-aware as they were in this one, because this movie is incredibly self-aware. It makes a lot of jokes, it makes a lot of inside jokes. It's all really funny and it's all really great, and I do think that if they work this one correctly and if they work this one in the right way, then this one can become some kind of a smaller, maybe a cultish horror icon as well. It will never be a Michael Myers, it will never be a Freddy Krueger, it will never even be a Ghostface, and hell, it will never even be Terrifier, but it will be something for people to enjoy, because I genuinely really enjoyed Hard Eyes. In the end, I decided to give Hard Eyes 4 stars in heart, because I genuinely really enjoyed watching this one, and I thought it was quite a brilliant movie. What did you think of this one? Did you think it was one of the more bland, boring slasher flicks? Because I have seen some conflicting notes about this one. Or do you also think this one is quite funny and quite a fun watch? It doesn't necessarily have to be great, it can also just be a really fun watch, which is definitely what I felt. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it and I hope you want to see more reviews. If you do, please consider to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you are busy with stuff down there. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'd like to see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.